however, is to get to the NBA playoffs, and specifically the Los Angeles Lakers. Remember that movie, The Campaign, with Zach Galifianakis and Will Ferrell? And Galifianakis was a candidate running for the seat in North Carolina that Will Ferrell held. And he says, I'm bringing my brooms because it's a mess. That's what Oklahoma City did to the Los Angeles Lakers last night. 115 to 110. Lakers fought. But nevertheless, it's one of them situations that even though, it was a close game, the Los Angeles Lakers lost. 8 times they played the Oklahoma City Thunder this year. 8 times the Lakers have fallen. That's number one. Number two, 6 of their last 7 playoff games, the Lakers had lost. Remember, they were up 3-0 to the Houston Rockets before losing the next 2 and then winning that game 6 in Houston. And then they come against OKC and they lose 4 straight. So the Los Angeles Lakers are home officially. They're going home yet again in the second round. No shame in it. And obviously there's a lot of conjecture and a lot of speculation about what's going to happen with their future. Luka Doncic is locked in. He's the new preeminent star for the Los Angeles Lakers, even though he wasn't available for the postseason. Austin Reeves is the sidekick and the number 2 option that's getting paid about $14 million, and he's due a hefty raise. In today's NBA economy, at least $35 million a year he's due. So you got that going on. And then there is the future of LeBron James. The future of LeBron James, who averaged 20 this year, who suffered his 4th postseason series sweep of his career. He was swept in 2023 Western Conference Finals by the Nuggets. He was swept in 2018 NBA Finals by the Golden State Warriors. And he was swept in the 2007 NBA Finals by the San Antonio Spurs. Everybody's talking about the future of LeBron James, and they're asking about that and what he's going to do about it, what his mindset is, et cetera, et cetera. Well, LeBron James had his own thoughts about what the future holds. Listen to what Mr. James had to say.
I don't know what the future holds for me, obviously, as it stands right now tonight. I got a lot of time. I'll sit back, like I think I said it last year after we lost, I think, to Minnesota there. Go back and recalibrate with my family and talk with them and spend some time with them. And then when the time comes, obviously, you guys know what I decide to do.
If you don't know what the future holds, I guess that means inherently this could be it. Do you allow yourself to kind of those last handshakes and this last press conference? Last handshakes?
Nah, I don't know, because I have no idea. I mean, none of us in here know what the future holds. None of us. Nobody has any idea what the future holds, and I don't either. Like I said, I'll take time to recalibrate and look over the season and see what's best for my future. And when I get to that point, everyone will know.
Let me say this to get this out of the way. LeBron James has a lot to be proud of. I think this year was a testament, a final stamp on the level of greatness that he has put on display for over 23 seasons now. I need to be one of the first people to make sure that I say that. LeBron James had never in his career been a third option until this year. Yet he accepted it and was still the leader and the winner that he was. You needed him to play center, he played center. You needed him to play power forward, he played power forward. You needed him to rebound instead of score, he did it. You needed him to assist instead of score, he did it. You needed him to score instead of assisting and rebounding, he did that. You needed him to defend, he did that. You needed him to run the show, he did that. And at 41 years of age, in his 23rd season, he's still in better shape than 95% of the league. Play that sound, Sean.
We fell a little short, obviously, but I mean, I'm not looking at my year as a disappointment. That's for damn sure. Especially, I was put into some positions that I've never played in my career before. Actually, in my life, I've never been a third option in my life. So to be able to, thrive in that role for that period of time, and then have to step back into the role that I've been accustomed with over my career, over my life, playing a sport, and be able to thrive under that, and then just my teammates allowing me to lead them under extreme circumstances, that was pretty cool for me.
In his very last game, possibly as a Laker, I don't think for 1 second he's retiring. He had 24 points and 44% shooting and 14 rebounds. 24 and 14 in his 23rd season for the top scorer in the history of basketball. Can't say enough about it. You got to give credit where credit is due. And the conditioning, the commitment to excellence, these are the kind of things that when you talk about a role model, you have to look at him as. You have to say to yourself, you know what? Never cheated the game. Never cheated the game. And I just, you got to say that. You got to say that. And to me, when I look at the Los Angeles Lakers, be careful what you wish for. Because you may want him gone because, you know what, it's Luka's team now. But can you trust Luka? Dallas certainly didn't feel they could, which is why Nico Harrison, although I believe it was a colossal mistake, why he wanted to move on from him, because you didn't want to commit over $300 million to a dude who you were not convinced was going to commit himself to the conditioning. We saw Luka averaging damn near 40 until he ran into Oklahoma City near the tail end of the regular season, which is what that hamstring injury came about, and he hasn't been seen since. But the fact is that, Luka can ball and he's an offensive juggernaut, but he's not, is he the guy, rather, that you are sure that you want to place the franchise on his shoulders? Simply because you don't know what kind of condition he's going to be in, and you don't know what he's going to do to get himself hurt. That's the reality. There's no way around it. There's no way around it. So we got to ask ourselves that question and deal with the real. But getting back to LeBron James, here's the point. I did an A-list on my day job, First Take on ESPN every weekday morning from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. I did it this morning. And top 5 options for LeBron James going in to this offseason. He made $52 million this year. Everybody knows the Lakers can't afford to do that for him. They got to re-sign Austin Reeves, or so they think. Me personally, I think they should consider trading Austin Reeves and getting additional assets for him and prioritizing keeping LeBron with Luka. Because we all know, I don't care what anybody says, I think LeBron wants to play 2 more years. I think LeBron is trying to go a quarter century playing basketball. That's what I think his goal is. That's what I think his aim is. Whether or not he's going to be able to pull that off remains to be seen. But he has kicked it. Listen, he is one of the rarities. So far, he has beaten Father Time. Let's just give him credit where credit is due. So now that we get that out of the way, you got 5 options, in my opinion. And I'm going to reiterate what I said on television this morning. Option number 5, retirement. Because I always want to hear from y'all on what y'all think. 888-MAD-DOG-6 says 888-623-3646. 5 options, as far as I'm concerned, that LeBron James has. Option number 5, retirement. Nothing else to prove. 4-time champion, 4-time league MVP, Mount Rushmore basketball, one of the greatest players to have ever played the game. Retirement. I don't think he will, not saying he should. Especially since he didn't get his farewell tour, because he deserves that. I'm not maligning him for it. I'm applauding it. He deserves it. When it comes time to paying homage to people who have done great things for the game, I always stand up and give applause, and I will do the same thing for LeBron James. Yes, I will, because he deserves it. That's option number 5, retirement, though. You know what option number 4 is? Staying with the Lakers. Just accepting the fact, look, ain't no way in hell you winning the championship because you ain't going to usurp OKC, San Antonio, Minnesota, and even Houston if they get themselves a point guard. You're not going to usurp that. There's no way. You ain't winning a damn championship. But you live in L.A., Southern California sunshine, nice weather, et cetera, et cetera. You are dealing with all of that. And there's worse things to do than play basketball in a Lakers uniform. That's option number 4. You know what option number 3 is? Golden State Warriors. Can you imagine if LeBron James and Steph Curry teamed up with one another? Could you imagine? Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. LeBron James with the greatest shooter God has ever created, pulling up from 30 with ease. That dude, Steph Curry, with LeBron James. And remember, because LeBron James is a free agent, you don't have to give up Draymond. You don't have to give up Porzingis. You can let Jimmy Butler recover. Steve Kerr is still coaching you for the next 2 years. Could you imagine if LeBron James decided to take his talents to the Bay Area just to join Steph Curry for a year or two? Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. You talk about a ratings bonanza. As much as we love watching Wembanyama and fawning over him, what you think America's eyes are going to pay attention to if LeBron James and Steph Curry are on the same damn team? Lord have mercy. And if you're LeBron, you have any idea how many assists he'll average? He ain't got to go to the basket and feed it and gift wrap the basket for the likes of DeAndre Ayton or somebody like that. Oh, no. LeBron James can walk up the court and simply kick it to his left or his right, wherever Steph Curry is, and watch him launch from 30. That'll count as an assist. LeBron might average 20 assists a game. I mean, my goodness. That's option number 3. Option number 2, go back home. Cleveland. Because with James Harden, Donovan Mitchell, Mobley, Jared Allen, those boys there, if they don't win this year, then we know Cleveland just ain't that team. And the one person that could change their fortunes and give you his swan song, because we all know they're going to hang a statue for LeBron up there when it's all said and done in Cleveland. Born and raised in Akron, Ohio. They're going to hang a statue for that brother there. We all know that. Could you... he go back home. The minute he arrives back in Cleveland, they're the automatic favorites to come out of the East. Automatic. Even approaching age 42 next year. They're automatically the favorites to come out of the East if LeBron James is there. With the rest of the crew that they have. And of course, number 1 on my team, on my list, is the New York Knicks. Now, I do understand that it's emotional. I know that. But what I'm thinking about when it comes to the New York Knicks is 2 things. If you don't win the title this year, again, you don't have to give up anybody for LeBron James to join the squad. He can come there as a free agent. By the way, the money ain't going to matter to him because that's James Dolan he'd be playing for. That man going to make him an additional $1 billion. LeBron is not Kyrie Irving and KD. He ain't passing up being associated with the Knicks brand to be in Brooklyn, New York. He going to be with the Knicks. That's the brand. That will easily enable LeBron to pocket an additional $500 million. And the New York Knicks would be the favorites to come out of the East their damn selves. And then you got LeBron with Brunson, with OG, with Karl Anthony Towns. You got him in a position to be 4 games away from the chip. That's how I feel. That's my list. Retirement, Lakers, Warriors, Cavaliers, or Knicks. That's 5-1. Retirement at 5. Lakers at 4. Warriors at 3. Cavs at 2. Knicks at 1. That's what I think. And I also want to make this declaration over the airwaves. If LeBron James went to the New York Knicks, I would never utter a negative syllable about him again. I'm telling you that right there. You understand what I'm saying? I'm a grown-ass man, so bygones are bygones anyway. But boy, would it be if he became a New York Knick. I'd have nothing to say. Nothing. He wouldn't have a bigger fan in his life than me. He showed up in the New York Knicks uniform. Especially if they don't win the chip this year. They win a chip, that'd be different. But if they didn't still win a chip and we still wait since 1973, he wouldn't have a bigger fan than me. I'll tell you that right now. I ain't apologizing for it to anybody. I'm a native New Yorker, baby. I'm a Knicks fan. I'll be damned if I'm going to apologize. I'll turn around and root for him like it was no tomorrow. Because that's what happens when you've been starving for 53 years. So I'm just letting you know. That's where I'm coming from. I know Doggy's probably listening somewhere. He should be ashamed of himself. Oh, he's pathetic. I don't give a damn. Doggy can say whatever he wants about me. I call him a degenerate gambler all the damn time. He can come up with insulting stuff for me. I can get over it. Please. Those are the options. I'm sure there's more like Denver and other things. No. The 5 options I just threw out there are the 5 best options for LeBron James. So says Stephen A. What are y'all thoughts? 888 Mad Dog 6 says 888-623-3646. You're listening live to the Stephen A. Smith Show. Sirius XM, Mad Dog Sports Radio. Yeah. What's up, everybody? Your boys in L.A. I got the big screen here. I'm in Tinseltown. I got my man Iman Shumpert over there. I got my man Cameron over there. Cameron and Iman want to be in television, so you know what that means, right? Even though the list is fluid, they better agree with me. They better agree with me or else. I'm telling y'all right now. I'm giving you that in advance, okay? This subject right here is about LeBron James. Moving forward for next year, okay? James Lakers season is now over. I'm here to give you the top 5 options for LeBron James going into next season. Keep in mind, this is fluid, y'all. This is fluid. Give me number 5 on the list, please, right now. Bam! Retirement. 23 years. The greatness is unquestioned. He's on the Mount Rushmore of basketball. They keep saying he got nothing else to prove, right? So if you got nothing else to prove, and you know the Lakers ain't gonna win a damn thing in the foreseeable future, because OKC, San Antonio, Minnesota ain't going no damn place, and Houston gonna get a point guard. Listen, Lakers championship aspirations, get it up out of here. You got nothing else to prove, okay? You got all the money in the world. You got your business ventures and everything else. Retire. Just retire. That is an option, but it's number 5 for a reason, because I got 4 better ones. Give me number 4 on the list, please, right now. Bam! Stay with the Lakers. Now, I just finished telling you, y'all ain't gonna win a damn thing. Even though J.J. Redick's a great coach, you don't have the personnel, okay? You can't put the franchise in Luka and Austin Reeves' hands. How much are you gonna get for Austin Reeves? It remains to be seen. You already alienated LeBron to some degree because you're acting like life without him might be better than life was with him, not being appreciative or not. But you're in Tinseltown. Have y'all seen the weather out here? Have you seen the other things that can distract you in Southern California? There are worse places to be, okay? If you can sit up there and stay in a Los Angeles Lakers uniform, there are worse things to happen to your life, okay? That's the bottom line. So that's number 4 on the list. It just ain't number 3. Give it to me right now, please. Bam! The Golden State Warriors. LeBron James is a free agent, an unrestricted free agent. That means LeBron James could go wherever he wants and won't cost you a thing. All right? Other than whatever salary you can come up with to gift with him. LeBron James and Steph Curry, Lord have mercy. You thought it was crazy when you called them the Heatles, as in the Beatles when he was in Miami with D. Wade and Bosh. LeBron James with Steph Curry? LeBron James with Steph Curry? Even approaching 42 years of age. The man is still in peak condition. And Steph Curry, somebody to kick it out to. Do you know what LeBron James has been through watching the Los Angeles Lakers shoot 3-pointers this year? Are you kidding me? I mean, the level of cruelty that he was subjected to having to watch that stuff. The only thing, that's why him and J.J. Redick need a psychiatrist, having to watch those bricklayers in Los Angeles, okay? That's not a problem with the babyface assassin, the greatest shooter that God has ever created. It's Steph Curry. LeBron with Steph Curry, and by the way, they own the ratings. They own the NBA for as long as they're playing together, because all eyeballs will be on them. That's option number 3. It ain't the top 2, though. Give me number 2 on the list, please. Bam! Right here. The Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, I know James Harden's played well the last 2 games. And I saw Donovan Mitchell drop 39 in the second half. And we know what that brother could do. We know what Jared Allen could do. We know what Mobley can do. But something might be missing with Cleveland. And what if that is the case and LeBron James came back home and you didn't have to give up any of those assets? You talk about the second that LeBron James arrives in Cleveland, they are automatically the favorites to come out of the Eastern Conference. Automatically. By the way, not feeling so beloved in Los Angeles because you ain't Kobe, you ain't Shaq, you ain't Magic, you ain't Worthy, and all of these cats. That is not an issue in Cleveland. This man is a godlike figure. And there will be a statue hanging outside that arena for LeBron James in the foreseeable future. Make no mistake about it. Him to go home 30 minutes from Akron? I mean, my Lord, that would be great, and they'd be instant favorites to come out of the East and be in the finals next year. And that's how you want to go out to end your career. Think about that. It just ain't option number one, please. Give it to me. That's what I'm talking about. You see that? You hear that music? Gotham City, New York. You know who LeBron James is not? Look at me, Iman. You know who he is not? He is not Kyrie Irving. He is not Kevin Durant. He ain't gonna sit up there and pass up being in a Knicks uniform to go to Brooklyn and cost himself about $500 million. Being associated, Cameron, you just said you're a businessman. You just said you're a businessman, right? We ain't talking this basketball. We know you wouldn't have to give up the assets. You could join the team without them having to give up any of their personnel. And oh, by the way, you're in a New York Knicks uniform associated with the New York Knicks brand. The billionaire that is James Dolan. Say what you will, but the man know how to make money. LeBron James on Wall Street. On Wall Street. You're a businessman. Yeah. You're a businessman. We talking easy $500 million extra in his pocket if he showed up in a New York Knicks uniform. And God forbid, they don't win a championship this year. But he comes and they win the championship next year. And he is associated with the reason that the New York Knicks have won a title for the first time since 1973. The man will make an extra $1 billion for that alone. For that alone. And that is basketball and business, which is what Cameron cannot disagree with. Knicks, Cavs, Warriors, Lakers, retirement. Floor's yours.
Yeah. I'm wholeheartedly behind you with the Warriors, the Cavaliers, and the Knicks. I just don't know if it make any sense to go back to the Lakers. I know he built the compound. I know he got feet on the ground here. It's just...
Yeah, family's here.
Yeah,
like
but when I look at...
like the environment, the weather, the sunshine.
LeBron's a winner.
Uh-huh.
LeBron's a winner. Yeah. Like, I know that about him.
Yeah,
and especially because he's moved teams before, I just don't think it's something that bothers him much to have to go somewhere and restart and figure everything out. I feel like people are going to cater to him anyway.
Especially since it's just 1 year. You want to talk about 1 year.
1 year. 2 years.
2 years max.
Well, what about LeBron James on the team? Got LeBron James on the team. LeBron on the team.
First of all, with the Knicks.
Here you go.
Let's get the Knicks. Look, New York fans are already, I'm agreeing with your business.
All right.
But they're looking at it like when Pat Riley came and coached the Heat, when the Heat was 1 game away from winning the championship already, or 1 series, I should say. If they lose this year, then LeBron comes, they're going to be like, oh, I'm just telling you, New York fans, I already talked to them about it. So I'm getting the Knicks out of there. Not because of business, because of basketball. Business, I'm agreeing with you. Cavaliers 1, Warriors 2. I would take retirement out of there, put the Lakers 5, and then number 4, I would put the Nuggets.
Nuggets.
Yeah, I would put the Nuggets, man.
Yo, bro.
Listen, man.
First of all, they don't play defense, and he ain't going to help them.
Listen,
all right, he ain't going to help them.
LeBron and Luka, man. Come on, Stephen A.
No.
I like it.
No.
I like it. I like it, man.
No. And not only that altitude, he too old for that. He too old to be dealing with that. He too old to be dealing with the high altitude. He ain't got no time to be dealing with that. Nah, Cam. That's not accurate.
I'm telling you.
All right.
I'm telling you. I like business for the Knicks, but the Knicks fans already say they don't want it.
I gave you business and basketball. You can't refute that.
I'm not.
Okay, can I ask questions? Hello, me in New York. Hey, Stephen A., the problem is, what is LeBron's new favorite hobby? You know what it is? What's his new favorite hobby? Golf. You know what you cannot do year-round in New York or in Cleveland, Ohio? You can't golf. So these two, I feel like, should be down here, and the rest of these 3 maybe should be bumped up here for that exact reason. When we do Stephen A. list, yes?
Excuse me, the Warriors, have you been to the Bay? I mean, the weather in San Francisco, it's like New York.
No.
I mean, what are you talking about? He can't golf all year round there either.
Yeah. He could drive like 40 minutes down the coast and he could golf year round. Just
hey, let me
use
tell
that
you,
to bundle
all we
up a little
talking about.
bit.
Listen, the bottom line is this: based on what you brought up with golf, it's the Lakers or Miami, and he ain't going back to Miami.
Okay, that's true.
He ain't going back to Miami.
So when we do Stephen's A list, we usually give grades. So Aman, why don't you go first? Give him a grade on this A list. What do you think?
I knew he was a Knicks guy, so I'm gonna give him I'm gonna give him a B on this one.
A B?
Yeah.
Why the hell ain't it an A?
I'm a Chicago guy.
That's right.
So what you saying? He should go to the Bulls?
I'm just saying.
That is a weak.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying I'm a Chicago guy. They keep comparing the man to. They keep comparing the man to Michael Jordan.
We ain't talking about comparison.
I'm just saying.
Where he should go.
I'm just saying. Like I wouldn't
That's
have a problem, Bron.